Shalawam, Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, number one, to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWAH, Barakatham, to the elect out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Right, and just on the road home, and I just wanted to get into a brief topic based upon the scripture here in the book of Proverbs, and this is Proverbs 16 and 11, and it reads, "A just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work." Right? So we know that the Most High does everything with the balance. In the book of Sirach 33 and 15, it says, "Now look at the works of the Most High and see there are two or two. Good versus evil, light against dark, so on and so forth." So we see how you can't have one without the other. And this world and everything that it brings nothing but wickedness. Now we try to find, a balance within ourselves in this truth, and we try to find the balance with our worldly responsibilities, and at times you may struggle with it, because it is a struggle, but at the end of the day, we know what side of the coin we're supposed to be on, the side of righteousness, okay? Because it has to be some form of righteousness, to balance out all the wickedness that's within the world. And that's why the Most High, knowing everything, how he created it, how he had to have that balance, and he had to have these men within these times, to bring upon the warnings of the prophecies, in which we do week in and week out, okay? So, hold on, slack it 1 second. Ooh, that was the wrong way. All right. Yeah, so I'll read that again. It says, a divine sentence is in the lips. Slack it. 11. A just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work. Now, you can take a bag, right, and put different amount of weights in it, or coins, ancient gold coins, to maybe different weights, so on and so forth. You place all of those different weights in the bag. All of that belongs to the Lord, within this time frame, okay? Now, when you look at the masses of the people can't seem to understand how the Most High controls good and evil. They look at just evil being of Satan, not having that full understanding that Satan is a creature of the Lord, and that the Lord controls him and gives him a certain power within his earth to rule. Because the wickedness has to be governed, just as righteousness had to be governed, okay? But at the end of the day, it's all under the hands of the Lord, okay? So all the weights that are in the bag is the Lord's, which the world cannot seem to understand, okay? And on another level, right? All right, now you could take slack it, because the app messed up on me, so I didn't know I had got cut off. But so continuing on, right? Now you could take this in another wavelength, as far as us, the men of the Lord, right? Now, how the Lord deals with us, every one of us, those of the hopeful elect, are a piece of whether gold, whether silver, whether bronze, whatever special metals that we may be unto the Lord, based upon the faith that he gave us as individuals, and the lot that he placed us in, and the measure of gifts, and abilities that he gave each one of us. So we're all being controlled by the Lord, and all to do, our rightful portion, whatever portion that may be. Okay? And, at times, you may feel as though you're not living up to your portion as you should. But then it's like it. But then the time comes where, you got to look at it and, where do I measure up? Where do I measure up in His truth? Where do I measure up as far as, the Lord dealing with me and how the Lord has dealt with me thus far, okay? Because, we all going to have those ups and downs, and I didn't get a chance to look at it, but I saw the brother, Behold I Come Quickly, did a lesson on like the highs and lows, so you're going to have those highs and lows. So at different moments, you're going to feel like your spirit is more weightier than others, you know what I'm saying? Like a little rain cloud over you, but at the end of the day, you got to get over that, and, as the scriptures say, Satan desired to shift us as wheat. We got to continue, no matter what Satan is doing unto us or how he's trying to come at us from whatever angle it is, we got to continue to live up to that standard of weight, whether, we be a piece of gold, silver, bronze unto the Lord that the Lord made us. Whether you may be a piece of silver that's just a 0.5 ounces of silver, whether you may be a pound of silver, whatever it is, the scriptures say that we have to bear our burdens, okay? And we all have to pull our own in this thing, So, this was just a short lesson, that I was just thinking about as far as, brothers doing their portion, not letting things get you down, not letting Satan hinder you, because we're all weights in the Lord's bag, man. The Lord has, everything under His control, and we know that. So on our end, we have to know that a man of the Lord is not going to allow these obstacles, that are troubling him to get him down. And he's going to continue to hold his own and, show forth his value. We want to show forth value unto the Lord. Now there's different ways for that value to be shown, but whatever different ways there is, and the way that the Lord gave you, to show your value or to be valuable to a camp or to a brotherhood or to the body in general, just making sure that you hold your own during that, man, and so I just hope this short segment was edifying, and we all striving, and I know myself, I got to strive a lot harder than what I have been, so as always, these lessons, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost than anyone, and maybe other brothers, what I'm saying, going through certain things mentally, and it's just a little pick-me-up, So, I hope this segment was edifying, and I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWAH, to the elect out there, doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalawam.